If your merchant center gets suspended, you literally are dead in the water. No ads, no traffic, no sales. It doesn't taper off gradually. It doesn't slow down. It will just stop instantly. And here's the scary bit. It doesn't matter if you're using Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, or Magento. Most e-commerce businesses depend on Google Shopping ads, and more specifically, Performance Max depends on it. Performance Max and shopping campaigns need your products to be approved inside the merchant center. So when the merchant center goes down, guess what? No products, no Performance Max, no shopping, and yes, of course, no sales. You're dead. And the worst bit is still to come. And I've seen this so often. You maybe start to panic a bit. You start pressing buttons without knowing what you're doing. And you can actually make it worse by quickly going, oh, I fixed that, I'll submit a review request. And you've done that too many times, you think you're fixing it, and all of a sudden it gets basically declined. And now you've hit the review limit. So you can't just press it again, you've got to wait 7 days before you can try again. Think about that. Black Friday's coming up, Easter's coming up shortly here. Maybe your busiest month's coming up this summer, and bang, you're dead in the water. There you go. I don't mean to frighten you as well, but often your job as an e-commerce manager and marketing manager can be at risk. And I've seen this so many times that weirdly, e-commerce managers tend to move on to new pastures after they've had their merchant center disqualification. MDs, founders and CEOs tend to start looking at Google Ads a bit more intensely when they've had maybe a month of no sales coming in from shopping. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 ways people get into problems with the merchant center, and more importantly, I'm going to show you how to fix them and how to avoid them. So let's jump in. Right, we're going to cover today how to check for suspension warnings. There's an email problem that nobody realizes. We're going to cover that as well. There's price mismatching. It's a very easy way to get banned because of your prices aren't lining up. We're going to cover website crawling issues. We're going to cover shipping and delivery problems, image disapprovals, and at the end, I'm going to throw in a bonus trick that can really improve the click-through rates and the click volume you're going to get. Now, you know we manage a lot of Google Ads accounts here, hundreds in fact. And the reality is most merchant center suspensions are not advanced problems. They're basic operational things that nobody checked. You know why? It wasn't because you were too lazy, of course it wasn't. After all, what could be more important than checking that feed to make sure it's all running okay? Your brand's performance or watching a bit of TikTok? Ooh, I got a TikTok channel well now, so watch out for that. So nobody's really checking the merchant center. And the entire Google Ads shopping system just disappears overnight. As I said, it's down. So what are you going to do? Oh, before we solve this, let me just cover this off. I'm John Langley, founder of Click Convert Marketing. Our niche, as probably as you're guessing here, is Google Ads with our Perfect Repeatable Ads operating system. And it's helped generate about 1.5 billion in revenue for small, medium-sized businesses. I know it's a lot of money, but it's really transformed the lives of our clients. So if you want to scale or if you've got a problem with your Google Ads, call us of course. Now, if you haven't got a problem, don't call us. It's that simple. Don't want people panic buying my services now. So if you find this video useful, please do the like, subscribe and comment. You know how it works. The first thing we need to check in the merchant center is we need to do a weekly check at a minimum. That way, we've got time to fix issues. The big mistake is trying to look at the notifications link on the left. It's at the top. It's basically there to tell you about all the wonderful new things Google's got coming up. Try this feature, new recommendations, improve your performance, basically spend more money with Google. But it's not going to tell you about the really serious errors that can get you disqualified. Instead, you need to go over to products and shop, products, and then there's a little tab there that says needs attention. And this is your early warning system. And it will say, make these fixes show on products. Now, look out for make these fixes to show products on Google. That's a really important one. So pay attention to anything in there with a red exclamation mark on it. Click the Show All Issues button. It's over on the right hand side, and this will show you things like price mismatches, availability issues, disapprovals, delivery cost discrepancies, etc., etc. So you need to check this weekly. If you don't, your advertising and your business's income is at serious risk. Next one. People often say we didn't get warned, but you probably did. It went to the wrong person. Of course it did. It easily happens if you haven't checked the settings. It's not like you're getting paid to do this type of manage at the Google Merchant Center, is it, as an e-commerce manager? So, in the Merchant Center next, it's the latest version, the emails go to whoever is listed as having admin access rather. So, go to settings on the left again, access and services, and it should show you the people and accesses tab there. It's up there. Check who's admin, who can log in. And while you're there, do a bit of type of a cleanup. Remove old agencies, developers, freelancers, and old email accounts that are no longer actively involved in your business. Because it's a bit of a nasty one, this one. I've seen accounts where old email addresses were hacked and suddenly the whole merchant center has just been screwed up for somebody's entertainment. And it has serious consequences and it's really dangerous. So you need to make sure you keep the access lists nice and clean. Now, remember, you need to make sure that somebody is actively monitoring that admin email address because that's where the email notices are going to go to. Now, price mismatch. This is a really big one. Google wants accurate pricing on its results pages. So when your pricing is out, it will go and turn the products off. Now, how does this happen? Google crawls your site, and if it sees a different price, bang, you're in that sin bin over there. So even when you go to your website and you check your price against what's in the feed, there can be issues, and there are some common issues here. So in the page's content, actually in the source, you've got things like metadata, and Google can crawl the metadata and it can find the wrong data in your pages. It's really common. You may have to get a developer to go and change the page structure because it could just be grabbing the wrong price. The other issue is you may have dynamic pricing on the site rather. So when Google goes to check it, you've got a different price that's in the feed. And you can get all types of issues with WordPress layouts as well. Things like, the bottom of the page where it says you may also like products. This can be an absolute nightmare because those products have got pricing in there. So if there are multiple prices on the page, it's not like Google's got an AI system that could solve this and intelligently scan your page. No, nobody at Google, not one Google department will talk to another, but be aware of things like you may also like at the bottom of the page. That can cause you issues with pricing. Now, one easy fix can be, if your prices change faster than you're updating the feed, what you can do is, there's a nice simple fix, you can go and turn on automatic price updates. So go over to products, click on automations, and there's a little option there, and you can turn on automatic price updates. And Google will sync the prices from your website. Now, automatic product price updates can cause issues too. And in some cases, what you may find out is the solution is actually to go and turn off automatic price updates because that can cause a whole range of issues for you as well. Now, next, availability issues. Oh yes, the feed says it's in stock and the website says it's out of stock. That causes no end of disapprovals. Now, again, another quick fix, go back to products, automations, turn on availability updates. Yes, that sounds great, but I would also go and look into why this isn't happening before you enable it. If there's no availability until a product is actually selected on a page, that causes big problems as well because Google's crawlers, it doesn't know that it's supposed to select options like a human. It doesn't know it's supposed to click the drop down. It doesn't know it's supposed to go and choose the variant of medium size. And it just loads a page and it's just all a big platform to it. Shopify, They all have these issues. So just be careful to make sure that you're not presenting a page where you've got options that it's got to manually select. Now, the best fix to this is you need to have in the feed a default variant selected. So you make sure you've got a valid variant, it's pre-selected. When you go to that URL, the page loads up, so the page shows the price, it's in stock, you can add it to the cart, and in truth, this is the cleanest solution to get you out of this problem here. Or in the feed, just enable all the variants so Google has a huge range of options to look through, but that can lead to its own problems as well. Now, another one that causes no end of options is the website can't be crawled. Yeah, this is a real pain, and it's you causing the problems on this one often. Too many of you are paranoid about bots or people stealing your valuable website data. You've got some security plugin in there that blocks Google. What a genius idea that is, guys. You've got developers trying to stop your site being scraped because, of course, their code is so precious that everybody's trying to steal it. God, the AI's here, guys. It can steal your site in minutes, so don't do these things, okay? It's just putting barriers up to cause you problems. Oh, and the other one you get as well is, I'm going to block countries. I'm going to block maybe India, of course. Google, of course, is only ever going to crawl your website from Aurora in Illinois. Why do people think it's only going to crawl from the United States? Of course they're going to crawl from India because it's cheaper. So make sure you open up all the countries like India. Now, the other one that happens a lot is you go and put a restriction in your Robots.txt file. So if you've got Robots.txt and it blocks the Google bot, your products can get disapproved, they can get limited visibility on them, and you get all these warnings like landing page not crawled errors. So if Google can't crawl your site, it's not going to trust you, is it? Why would they? So a simple fix here is to allow the Google bot, don't block regions blindly around the world like India, and ensure that the site is actually crawlable on mobile and desktop versions of it. Now, shipping and delivery problems. Google checks shipping charges. And if it doesn't match with what you've told Google in your feed, it puts a restriction on you. So what you've got to do, you've got to go check your shipping, and you've got to check this against the products in your merchant center. So below the product details tab, you should see a little tab there that says delivery calculator. Click this. It will show you the delivery location that Google is using. It's usually New York, a New York zip code, or it'll be a London postcode like SW1. At a bare minimum, you need to ensure that your shipping rates in the merchant center match those on the shopping cart on your site for that zip code or postcode. So you must set the shipping rules correctly. You must use delivery labels properly. You can add delivery labels to products, and then these match up to your shipping rates. Now, being a bit of a genius, if I say so myself, in shipping, because I've spent hundreds of hours literally doing shipping rate tables over the years, I've learned it is complex and it is a pain. But we now live in an AI world, so you can just nip over to your favorite AI, Claude, ChatGPT, drop in the PDF of your shipping rates, tell it you need the shipping rates tables and the delivery labels for Google Merchant Center, bang, it will give it you all there with all the instructions you need. So remember, if it doesn't work out, you can always reach out to us for help. But as always, if you don't need help, don't reach out to us. It's a simple rule, not like shipping rules. Now, image disapprovals. Here we go. Why do you all insist on adding logos and watermarks to your images? It's just insane. Google will just disqualify your products. Never have watermarks, logos, or promotional overlays like sale, Easter promotion on it. Don't do it. But here we go. If you have done this, and I've got you an easy fix for this, just navigate over to the products listing page and you'll see a link for automations. Image disapprovals. Here we go. Why do you all insist on adding logos, watermarks to your images? It's literally insane. Google just disqualifies your products. Never have watermarks, logos, promotional overlays on your product images. Google doesn't like them. Please don't do it. But if you have done this, and you probably have, there's an easy way out for you. Just navigate over to the products listing page and you'll see a link for automations. You should see an option for images not approved. If you click on that little option there, Google will automatically clean up your images. It will remove the promotional overlays, watermarks, and other elements that you banged onto those images, and anything that you put in there like a sale banner. But look, seriously, you should be focusing on better images because videos are starting to show in shopping listings too. So you're going to have to start thinking about that. Now, I said I was going to give you a bonus at the beginning, and it gives products a huge jump in CTR and clicks. Everybody uses white backgrounds. Now, I'm going to advise you that you really need to make your images stand out. With white backgrounds, your products are just wallpaper, lost in a sea of products. Think about switching to coloured backgrounds like green and blue, because Google's allowed this for years. And when you do this, the products stand out, the CTR improves, the clicks improve, sales improve. It's simple. You can even get AI now to change the background colours for you. Now look, after watching this, you may think, yeah, we probably need some help with our Google Ads. If so, give us a call, scan the QR code on the screen, or visit clickconvertmarketing.com. We can install for you the Perfect Repeatable Ads operating system into your Google Ads and into your business. It literally is a game changer, but if you just want to keep bumping along, wasting money and not scaling, please don't call us. Seriously, go make a coffee, walk around for 5 minutes, think about it, ask yourself, do we actually need help? And if the answer is no, don't call us. You're all fine. But if you come back, sit down and think, yeah, probably do need some help. I like money and I want more of it. Then definitely give us a call, scan the QR code on the screen, or visit clickconvertmarketing.com. Anyway, until next time, bye guys.